Hey guys, I hope everybody's having a fantastic day, whether you're watching this in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening. I'm glad you're here. I wanted to get into something that I got at Blade Show that I was not planning on getting, that was a total surprise, a very pleasant surprise. And it is a knife that John and Jamie Rusk, EMP EDC, made available to me, and I am more thankful and stoked than I can even shake a stick at. But came with some swag, some EMP EDC swag, some of their bomb swag, some of their atom swag, and then a hand grenade swag, and then the EMP EDC pouch. Which, guys, we have a relative, we have a cleaning cloth, and we have an EMP EDC COA. If you guys want to take a look at that, take a screenshot. But first off, John and Jamie had Tri-State and Kara working in their booth, and they probably had as much buzz as any booth that I walked in front of. Had a lot of cool, new, really exclusive models there, and Damasteel, Mokume, all kinds of things. Had some Ronins, had a couple of protos of the new out the front, both in a Warning and an Atanto. Had just basically the whole gamut, and really just a well laid out booth. And again, a lot of people there paying major attention to the knives. The one that got my attention right off the bat, that has had my attention now since it dropped, is the EMP EDC Relative. They actually have this knife in two blade shapes. Give me 2 seconds, guys, so I can visually demonstrate that. So that is the clip point, which I was super fond of, because when I look at this, it is a compound grind, beautiful, beautiful belt satin here in the flat, deep hollow with the flat out towards the front. You've got a nice stonewash fuller that runs the entire length of the blade. Awesome deployment hole, pill-shaped hole. Fantastic jimping that runs the entire length of the blade. Done in Magnacut right there on the choil. Has a very neutral grip with a fantastic choke-up grip, both of which are utilizing that fantastic jimping. The action on this knife, guys, is another level. What I was going to show you is the other blade style, and it's not exactly like this. John would probably slap me if he saw me looking at it like this, but in my eye, it's a drop point, but it kind of looks like this blade, not like this sheep's foot, but just a little bit more of a drop point, where this clip point, to me, what really defined it for me and locked me down on this particular style is, to me, I could easily sharpen this into a clip point, but if I could also sharpen it like a Tonto. This has got a very, very nice grind the way it comes together, and it's just mesmerizing. The action is tuned for the front flip, tuned for the thumb flick, which you guys know I absolutely hate the freaking front flip. Could care less about the thumb flick because I usually fail it. I'm a middle finger flick guy, but this knife, all three deployment methods are 100% to me. I do not fail this knife. The lockup is fantastic. The colorway that I have here is black with the gold accents. Guys, I'm going to drop this because this is kind of my equivalent of a Blade Show unboxing. This is not a full review on this knife, but I'm going to drop this tonight because I'm recording this on Thursday, and Saturday I'll put the time in the description, and I'll put the EMP EDC's website on there, just a straight link to it. But they're going to drop some of these guys. So you will have the opportunity to grab not only a relative and I think a relative. Don't quote me on that. I'll put the information in the description. But I know you'll be able to grab Mokume clips and hardware as well. And there are going to be some relatives on the drop. But guys, again, absolutely exquisite, however you want to pronounce that. Grinding on this blade. Super, super slicey. I don't know. Let's see, I'm going to have to pull out a field note because my coupons have dried up, guys. My PT Digest has been sliced to bits. Can you hear that? No, me neither. That's because there's hardly any resistance as I cut down the line of this graph paper. And guys, this isn't a thin blade. It's thin behind the edge because that hollow grind's done so well. I love the whittle paper. But yeah, great knife. That front flat is very pokey stabby. Fantastic for opening Amazon packages or using it as a deterrent if you're cornered in a dark alley and you need to poke your way out because there's ice in front of you. It would make as a good ice pick. But guys, love the relative. Since we have it here close, we'll do a couple of quick size comparisons. This is the Nymble X, which is a little bit bigger than the relative. Very nice knife. There's absolutely nothing wrong with my Nymbles. As you guys who know me know, my Nymbles are some of my favorite knives. I'm a big thick boy fan. And the relative, just in action and maybe in that simple deployment method, has really kind of made its way into my number one. So real quick, Cold Steel 4Max, way bigger than the relative. Civivi Baby Banter, way smaller than the relative. Look at a couple of knives that you guys might be familiar with that should be in the same size as the relative. One would be the Benchmade Bug Out. Going to be right around the size of the relative, a hair smaller. And the Spyderco Paramilitary 2, because I'm not a Para 3 guy, is about 3/4 to an inch longer than the relative. So it's a good medium-sized knife, guys. Has really, really nice milling. EMP, EDC did kind of deviate a little bit there on the milling, and I absolutely love it. I love the jimping. I love the Magnacut. I love the grind. I love the way it slices. I love this forward choil. I love the fact that since it is a front flipper and a middle finger flicker only, I have nothing obstructing my ergos down here. The knife fits my hand absolutely like a glove. It goes in and out of my pocket. I'm wearing khakis today with ease. Absolutely no issues there. And I can just say I am in love with this knife. So much so that I'm already plotting my next way to grab a Ronin. And hopefully, I don't think he'll watch my videos, but A to Z EDC picked up his pre-order. My brother from another mother here, local, a buddy of mine. And I've been kind of planning the brain worm that it's too small for him, along with the Atlantic Wayfarer that he picked up over at Blade Show. So those are two knives I'm hoping to kind of soul suck out of him. Because I think he will find that that Ronin, as beautiful as it is, and as well as he loves the action, I think it's just a little too small for his big paw. But guys, thank you for checking out the unbagging of the Blade Show EMP EDC relative. And special thanks to John and Jamie Rusk for thinking about me, taking care of me with this particular relative. And I didn't ask you guys before, if you're still here, I am going to ask you to please hit that subscribe button. Please hit that bell notification icon real quickly. The subscribe button will let you know that you're part of the channel, you're following me. The bell notification icon will notify you when I release new videos. It'll also let YouTube know you're a human who likes knives, not a bot who doesn't. It will help my channel. It'll let other people know you're engaging with me, and it would just really help me out. Guys, on top of that, please look out for the guy or gal to your left. Please look out for the guy or gal to your right. Go forward with love in your heart. Choose debate, not hate. I love you all. Peace.